Alright everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials. We're on the road to War of the Chosen. One thing I wanted to read here real quick, I actually got a comment from Darren J. Peters, that's his name. It was back on part 4. So I definitely suggest if you're new to the game, or you're newish to the game, or you're like me who's put in over 200 hours into this game, beating it on all the difficulties and all that fun stuff, but you still play like a noob, which is, let's be honest, it's how I play the game. This is a good comment, a good thing to remember. So if you're new to the game, listen up. If you're bad at the game, listen up. So he says, always use your specialist to hack everything, which I believe I say in one of the parts. It may be one of the future parts that hadn't come out at the time when he commented that, or it may be something that I thought in my mind but didn't say it out loud. But that's a pretty good thing to keep with you, because your chances of rewards are far higher, plus there's a random chance to boost hacking stat by 20, which, he's correct, is useless on a normal soldier. Let's go ahead and load up the game too while we talk about this. I did tell you, it is Iron Man, I wasn't lying. Alright. Apparently I dash far too much, which is something I'm going to try and keep under control. I'm all like, gotta get done before the time limit, blah 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 blah, and apparently I'm dashing too much. That's something I need to be careful about. Now I'm playing it on veteran, so we don't lose and we can get through the story. So that's why a lot of my mistakes are are kind of forgiving myself, and that's why. And he talks about how if you play on harder difficulties, you're going to get punished brutally for some of this, which is very true. I guess I need to designate a scout for the turn. He says for the turn, so maybe a scout for each turn, or maybe just a scout for the entire mission, or maybe it's a scout per turn. We'll try both. I mean, why not? So I'm supposed to move him or her first, then decide whether to push further. Never move anybody else into a position where they could trigger a pod. So that is the advice that he gives me. The comment goes on. I can't expand it without messing up the recording, but that's excellent advice by. Okay, let's see. A new version of iTunes is available. This is fun, right? You're watching XCOM, man. Okay, well we don't care about that. All right, I got completely taken over by that. But since we're here, let's go ahead and look at the comment. You can pause it. You always want to have actions available when you trigger a pod. Not having actions available means losing soldiers. So that's an excellent comment. And let's go ahead and touch on this too. Please don't comment stuff like this. I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but if you subscribe to the channel, I want you to subscribe because you're enjoying the content that you're seeing, not because I did something for you. And if I subscribe to your channel, which feel free to ask me to do it, I'll check it out. I'll even give it a shout out if I like it. But don't. If you do something for me, I'll do something for you, because I won't do it. I just won't. Sorry. Because I don't want the comment section to be an advertisement for other YouTubers. Unless you're like a really big name YouTuber. So if we're talking you got a ton of thousands of subscribers and you want to comment below about checking out your channel, as long as you put a shout out, you know, I'm not going to complain. Alright, well, getting back to the actual XCOM at hand. Number one, I want to thank you for all the views. There have been some nice comments in there as well that Darren put in a great constructive criticism. One bad thing, though, I'm not going to guess what part this is because I got a little messed up. One of my parts, I recorded it, and for whatever reason, the capture that I recorded, it was fine, but it got corrupted. So that stinks. Didn't miss much of anything. It was just a normal old mission. I think somebody got wounded, but we killed the Viper King. So I'm sorry we had to miss that. What I'm going to check and see here real quick is if I can watch. We can watch that video again. Okay, that just talks about autopsies. Can I actually look at my autopsies? I don't know that we can. Avenger report. Okay. I didn't even know you could get this. Huh. Alright, well.
Our work is proceeding as expected, Commander.
Can I... You know what? Let's resume this.
I'll ensure that this new project takes highest priority, Commander.
And then...
Once we have something to report, I'll notify you immediately.
If I resume this, can I watch the video again?
See why you would consider
No,
redirecting
okay.
our efforts.
I will post
We'll get to work
the
on the
actual
new project right away.
the actual autopsy part of the video. I think I can salvage. I'll have to check. I've still got the file. It's just came up really weird. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but in the very last part, my audio was through the roof. Sorry. I think I've got it fixed now.
The propaganda machine is running full steam. We're picking up their transmissions even way.
So, not a whole lot happened. I did a mission. We've got the black site. We're gonna hit it. If not in this part, then the next part, because I've been talking about it for quite a few parts now. But we've got our supplies. Let's ignore that. Ignore that. Let's go hit the black market. I may have already bought the parts. I'm not, or the supplies and whatnot with intel, but I've got 218 intel.
Market is open.
Okay, I am gonna spend intel to rush that, so when I do use it, I've got it. Got autoloader, laser sight, hair trigger. I think we've got plenty of Elerium and alloys for now. We might need them later, but I'd rather keep the intel. So here's a facility lead. I've got 3 days left on the intel.
Avenger plotting new course.
We've got tier 2 weapons and armor, which means we need to hit that black site, and I think we're going to do it in this part, as long as we don't have a mission that pops up in the next 3 days. Alright, so they cleared machinery. I have 1 gremlin and 2 actual. Alright, well let's put a gremlin there. And then I'd rather put a gremlin. Let's put an actual engineer there. I'd rather put a gremlin someplace. Oh, pressed exit too many times. Where they're not going to be moving around. Alright, so that gives us oodles of power. Let's say upgrade again. I'll just review upgrade. For now, let's go ahead and upgrade. It's 100 supplies, but I think let's not spend it right now because we've only got 357. But when the time comes, we can upgrade that workshop, put another engineer in there, and we'll get 2 more gremlins out of it. So let's not. We'll just have an engineer not doing anything at all for a
I do
second.
not think I could have predicted this outcome, though it is intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Despite an extensive study of Dr. Valen's research reports, I have yet to discover how she came to acquire such an impressive understanding of the processes involved in the editing and manipulation of alien genetic material.
So, what we get when you kill a ruler is you get 1 of 3 sets of armor. You get one from the Viper King. The next alien ruler we're going to come into contact with is the Berserker Queen, I think, and boy oh boy is she a pain. And then the Archon Queen. I think the other 2 are gals. I think the Viper King, I think the other 2 are female. And we can build the suit. It's got... Oh, we can do an instant Viper autopsy? So let's do this real quick. And I'll talk about that suit in a second.
Although I would expect to be growing more accustomed to seeing the clear intermingling of both human and alien genetic material, I must admit, this reptilian creature with such distinctive human features is surprisingly unsettling. Invasion-era reports include references to a species with some reptilian qualities, but nothing as readily apparent as this. I find it unusual, to say the least, that the subject so often referred to in the past as the Thin Man has now been revealed to actually be a genetic derivative of this wholly reptilian creature.
So there you go. In the original XCOM, you fight a lot of thin men. Their pains in their rear. They're just overall problems. And the Vipers are not much better. So we can actually build better medicine in the Proving Grounds, which is definitely convenient. Alright, let's see. So we put this on pause. Put this on pause. Resistance radio has been rushed. Still got 3 days, though. Let's go ahead and...
I'll see that work begins
All right.
immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Alright, we got somebody else finished training.
Strategic resource located.
54 intel, that's not bad at all. Alright, what I'm going to check real quick is as long as the spark is completely repaired, and I
New
think it
orders,
is new. How many more days is the spark going to be not repaired? Let's see.
I've
Put
had a
it in the
chance to
armory.
take a closer look at some of the advent weapons recovered from the field. The alloy
2 more
used in their
days.
frames is significantly lighter, making them more suited to...
Alright, I know Shen was talking. Let's go ahead and start researching this
Avenger
facility
plotting
lead
new course.
in the dire hopes that for one, the UFO does not catch us. Whew, that was close. And then for two...
Defense facility now operational.
Oh, good. So this gives us turrets if we're ever attacked, which is good, because that UFO is going to attack us here shortly. I'm going to upgrade this. This is totally worth the supplies. You get 2 more turrets on the Avenger.
Defense facility upgraded.
It's 100% worth it. Now I've got 2 engineers with nothing to do. Let's put them down here, getting rid of the debris. In case you're worried, I do know that that is pronounced debris. We got another dark event going on with the alloy plating. Alright, so the black site's probably going to be in the next part. Alright, increase all intel costs by 100%. Increase the cost of recruits. I don't care about that. I don't really care about getting a ranger or intel costs. I don't know if that means getting things from the black market will be more difficult, but we can live through that. Viper rounds and a scientist recovering an item.
Setting course
Okay.
for West Africa.
Where are we flying to? We flew further away from the objective. Alright, so one thing we did do is we upgraded our Gremlins to Gremlins Mark II. We've got 6 guys in a squad now. Don't remember if that was a thing before. Got Wong here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about... I've got a couple of cosmetic mods that I'm just not using. But if I install them now, it's going to cause issues. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and change her helmet. Right now she's Delta 4. There we go. I feel like that's an updated version of what she was wearing before. In my own opinion. Alright, so we've got 3 specialists I think right now, and I don't feel that we need 3 specialists. We don't have a ranger at all, so let's get Rabin out of here. Oh, Bandit's still wounded for another day. So is the Spark. Alright, well, I obviously got a little specialist happy when I was training, but I'd rather have too many specialists than not enough. But I just want to take 2, I don't want to take 3. So let's go take him. He was just trained, too. We will unequip barracks so we can get everything on them that we need. Okay. I will give him that. Actually, let's go ahead and put... He's a squatty. Let's go ahead and put a helmet on him. If you've learned by now, I like my helmets. These are all from... whatchamajiggy. Those are for tier 3. We could just go 60s fedora. I mean, who doesn't want to charge into battle with a 60s fedora on? I mean, come on. Alright. So we've got Hawkeye, Shrink, Icon. They've been reliable. We've got Isra over there. She's got the exosuit on. We've got the Spido suit on her. We'll put the Skulljack on her. I don't know that she's going to use it. And then somebody needs to be carrying that Celatid turret. I'd rather have the Celatid turret than that. Of course, we've got the... I forget what you're called. What are you called? What is it called? The Mimic Beacon. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and launch the mission. It's supposedly got a difficulty of... difficult. So, remembering my training that Darren gave me, I need to dash less. Oh, press the wrong button. Okay. I shouldn't have anything to change here. So I need to dash less, assign a scout, which I don't have a ranger. I really prefer sending rangers as scouts, so nobody's got the axes on them. So if I have a rookie, I'm going to go ahead and train a rookie to be a ranger, because I didn't realize my ranger count was so low. There may have been a video, or we may have lost a soldier.
Word is,
I don't remember.
has been moving secured data vaults through this area on board their transport trains, and it looks like we have an opportunity to seize material critical to the aliens' latest operation. Once we've located the gear, we'll need to secure the area and remove any alien forces defending the train. This is our chance to slow them down. Seize that material at all costs.
Alright. Gotta recover an item, neutralize all the enemy targets, get a tissue sample analysis from the thing, and it's probably got a turn limit, all while taking deep breaths and not dashing too much. What could ever go wrong with a plan like that? Okay. At least we've got 6 folks.
Menace 1-5, we've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Assign a scout. So I want Yamamoto to be my scout, so I'm going to dash her ahead and not see a thing. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take the training and throw it out the window then and dash some.
Rolling out.
I don't want to go any farther than where she went, though, because potential.
They keep these trains running around the clock, but you'll never see them loading or unloading any cargo. At least not where anyone can see it.
Okay. So I set my scout up, and my sniper's the one that sees this. Now, I'm way outside of their field of vision, so I'm not too concerned.
Already there.
Stashing her up. I'm in a pretty good position. Did they not move? That'd be great news if they didn't move. Alright, you have a shot.
Solid copy.
Let's move him up there. We're being very, very quiet. Alright, ping. What is this? Shaken. Oh, she's shaken. She has like 0 will. That's right.
On my way.
I remember now.
Moving on target location. Moving to designated position.
Now, according to his advice, we should always have moves available when triggering a pod. I'm going to put you in Overwatch. I'm going to put the kill zone like there. I'm going to leave you with moves. I'm going to leave you with moves. Hope that nothing is valuable in what I'm about to explode. What, I mean, what? Oh. Well, nothing says hello quite like a kaboom.
They spotted us!
Ah, well, I damaged them very well. And I've got that kill zone set up, so... Here's the codex.
I definitely got that one.
If he can hit them all, or at least graze them, he can get 3 for 3 here. That's a miss. This is what the kill zone is. I think that I first showed the kill zone off in a different part. Or the part that was corrupted. Alright. So this is not I will not have to extract from this. Already moved once, so won't have a lot of... Alright, I'm just gonna say no, I don't want their corpses. Because Vipers can be quite the pains. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. Just goodbye. I won't get 2 Viper corpses, but oh no. I'd rather just kaboom them. There we go. No more Vipers. That did turn out better. If I had put everyone into Overwatch, I might not have gotten to hit everybody. Here's a minor problem. In my grenade happiness, I blew up all of the cover in this area. Alright, well.
Is it clear? Advent forces sighted.
Send Maliki up. Now, have we triggered this pod, or have we just noticed them? I assume we've triggered them. Yeah. Pupa! Go ahead and throw the turret. There we go. Ta-da! That's a Celtic turret. I just realized I showed that off in the last part as well. Do I have view? I just don't have shots on these guys. Let's see if we can take out the pupa. Yeah, we can.
That's it.
There's a promotion. I feel like I'm putting him in... I'm just asking for him to be flanked at this position. What can I do with you? I can actually pull you up here.
Heading out.
Let's get as close as I can to these guys. There's the,
S15, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
we're working on it. It does have Celatid immunity, so it can't be poisoned, stunned, unconscious, or panic. It can still be disoriented. Oh. It can be disoriented and mind controlled, so that's a little tidbit of info I did not know. And you can see that little piece of armor, that alloy, or he's got an extra piece, so they only have 2. Let's
I
move
can handle that.
her up, because we are thinking Rocket here. Because I don't... I can get them both.
Target locked.
So, bye-bye. Yes, I have gone very explosive heavy, which means I'm getting like no loot from these guys at all. Alright, you're fairly far away. Let's stash you up. There's no place to take... I can't... I wonder if she... I don't think she... I'm gonna move her to there, not leave her there, unless I can grenade this guy. I can't. Alright. So let's go ahead and move her into half cover there. Alright, so the only thing I have left is a 23% chance to hit him. I mean, why not? Was fairly certain that's how that was gonna go.
Get it together.
Well, I mean, you had an awful shot angle. I'm not mad at you. All right, and don't appreciate you shooting at my turret. Let's Speaking of turret, can I, where's the turret? There we go. Let's go ahead and flank. This thing does not have awful aim, but he's also got a little bit of defense. Bye-bye. I spoke too soon. I spoke very much too soon.
Moving to position.
64% chance. Do it. There we go.
Hostile
Shrink was
neutralized.
promoted. Nice.
Need to get a closer look.
We're getting promotions. Alright, now, following the training of Darren, I need to definitely use... Let's reload you. A specialist, which was already something I endeavored to do, but...
I'm all over it.
Okay, let's move Icon up as well.
Moving.
So we are dashing, but we're trying to get closer to the objective. I don't know that there's any more baddies. All right, can I hack you now? I can hack you now.
Infiltrating access point.
So let's have Yoko do this, and as long as our other specialist gets through this, she should get over her shakenness. So when you upgrade your gremlins, you actually get better stats. Now I have an 84% chance to cut my research time on my current tech in half. Or I can go for, which is what I'm going to do, the permanently increasing my stats by 20, which consequently we talked about at the beginning of this video. So, not great, but it was worth it. Probably should have gone for the more surefire of them, but...
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. The charges are inactive and the package is secure. Eliminate any remaining hostiles near the AO. What's over there?
I have a complaint, Mr. Central. I thought I had removed all the enemies in the AO.
I've got it.
Please tell me. I'm just gonna put people in
Moving
a...
to Overwatch.
I'm gonna get all my guys together, and then I'm just gonna
Rolling out.
put everyone into Overwatch. Because now there's no longer a timer.
Get some.
Scanning.
Where? Alright, let's send this thing. Celatid turret. Oh dear, Bessie, there she is.
All
Oh.
the aliens running around out there these days. She just had to modify a berserker, didn't she?
Her curiosity was not unfounded, although I agree it was perhaps not the most prudent of choices.
Gotta grenade him. Or her. Gotta get rid of that armor. Life becomes a lot easier when the armor's gone. Although she's gonna have a move. The only thing I can hope. The Berserker Queen. I mean, 80 health. Doesn't have any ranged abilities at all that I'm aware of. But can totally... Oh, okay. Alright, here's the good news. Free actions. She doesn't move on free actions. So lightning hands it.
Hey, hit the plate.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe in retrospect I should have grenaded a little bit more first. Oh, nope. Alright, so we don't want to... There we go.
Throwing grenade.
So I want to get rid of this armor before I use more lightning hands. The build-up to the grenade going off is hilarious. It's like deep, 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 deep. Of course, alright, that wasn't weird at all. Alright, only a couple of our people have grenades left, but we only need to shred the one last armor. There we go. Now the armor's gone.
That thing is pissed. Gotta keep clear of that knockback.
That would hurt.
Okay. Yep, could lived without that. Lightning hands it. Got a critical off the lightning hands. Nice. So one person's out cold. They're not dead, they're just out cold. They won't be back up in this mission. I have gremlins stabilized. No targets available? It says she's unconscious. Oh well. Alright, mimic beacon time, I think. Let's just send it away from my soldiers as best we can. I'm hoping the Berserker Queen sees the mimic beacon and attacks it. Oh, it's on fire. Okay, gal, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna yell? Was that your thing? Oh! It was actually to make us panic. Alright, so we've got 6 to 8. I'm trying to figure out who's going to do the most damage. 5 to 7. You're disoriented, and you've already moved. 6 to 8. Alright, and you have the highest shot chance, so go for it. Did 6. Oh, the rollers. Oh, the rollers. Ow. Oh, I just do not like you, Sam. I am. If I set up a kill zone towards you and you move more than once, does he shoot every time you move? I mean, he's gonna shoot at least once. Do a solid 7 damage too. Okay, she missed.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
It's not fire. It's you're being kathumped and kathudded. Here's the real question. Let's go ahead and do aid protocol on her. Because I have to assume that the Berserker Queen's going to try and hit her again, right? Is that a bad mindset? So, don't want her to hit her.
It's trying to open one of those rifts. Stop it.
Hup!
Barely a hit.
Yeah, you grazed something that was... You could touch it. There it goes.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
That actually wasn't going too poorly until the Berserker Queen showed up. So the trick to beating the Berserker Queen, and I know this ahead of time, so you could throw it in the comments, but I already know it, is using the tools that you get, the weapons of the hunt. The Ionic Axe, you get a free move where you can throw it, it does a lot of damage. The Bolt Caster takes one move and does a ton of damage. The Bolt Caster can stun, it's more likely to stun the rulers. And so is the Ionic Axe, and then the Freeze Grenade. Like a buffoon, forgot to bring the Freeze Grenade. I didn't have a ranger, so I couldn't bring the axes, and I forgot to give someone the Bolt Caster. So until the rulers are gone, don't do what I just did. It was dumb. I kind of had to work within the confines of my own stupidity. So, we've got four woundeds. I think if Icon made it through again without getting wounded, I'm going to be really impressed, because I feel like Icon has not been wounded at all. But everyone is wounded, and I feel like everyone's wounded for a long time. My damage per attack wasn't great either. Not for tier 2 weapons. Whew. My heart's beating. I thought that was going to go a lot worse than it ended up going. I mean, it didn't go great because we got 4 out of the 6 we sent are wounded. That's a big chunk of our troops. We're going to have to probably take a step back and wait for a couple more people to heal before we can take on the black site. And I've probably put the black site off a little too long, but I know that our ranger and the spark's going to be ready next turn, or next day. Alright. Okay, cool. We've got 2 lightly wounded, and the squattie's wounded for the next month. But thankfully, these guys aren't going to be wounded very long at all. Let's go ahead and make her a shredder of armor. Okay, so we got, if you spend all of your actions on moves, you are granted an automatic Overwatch shot at the end of your turn. With every successful Overwatch shot, there's a 50% chance that another shot will be taken. Let's go ahead and go with Ever Vigilant. Although, you know, it says just on moves. Any action other than moving will invalidate Ever Vigilant. So let's go ahead and get Guardian. I'd rather have Guardian as compared to the other one. So they're barely wounded, which is nice. They only took a tiny little kit. Look at this. Yamamoto has been on 10 missions, got 23 kills. Hawkeye, 13 missions, 31 kills. Icon has been with them, but he's on 11 missions, though, 13 kills. Alright, if you did not move your last turn, gain plus 10 aim and plus 10 critical chance, or hunker down now confers 20 aim to the first shot on the following turn. Well, I never, or very rarely, hunker people down. I do leave Hawkeye in one's position for a very long time, though. So we got a Codex Brain. Could have gotten more Viper Corpses, but I went very, very kaboom crazy. Got 2 hair triggers, 2 laser sights, an advanced condition 2 HP.
Commander.
Hello, Mr. Baldman. Alright, so they're shaken, but she recovered. And we got a scientist. So one thing I am going to build is an advanced warfare center.
Advanced Warfare Center construction
Supposedly going to
initiated.
take forever and a day to do. 21 days. Let's cut that down, shall we? I know it'll take longer for that to be cleared, but let's see. Let's cut this in half. Because the Advanced Warfare Center helps train or heal our troopers faster. Alright. So that was panicking. Let's go ahead and
Plotting new course.
check out this faint signal. I mean, I'm serious. That mission panicked me a little. I thought that was going to go way worse.
Interesting discoveries, Commander.
Okay, so we can build radio relays. I'll show you what those are later. Delirium. I could continue to work on psionics. Let's go ahead and do this. This gives us... Yeah, let's do this.
Physically, the Advent shield bearers are quite similar to the bulk of Advent's forces, in that they are the product of careful genetic engineering that generally mirrors the human form. Most of their unique qualities come from a difference in equipment and armor. Components I'm sure Shen would have an interest in examining.
So there you go. Shield bearers are just pains in the rears like everybody
Apparently, my
else.
predecessor was something of a brute when it came to handling the interrogation and autopsy of alien subjects. From what I've heard, she was keen to get her hands dirty whenever possible.
Commander, we can now construct
We have
radio
3
relays in
dots.
any region where we've made contact with the local resistance.
Okay, now they're midnight raids. So it's harder to recruit troops.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
So new
These
proving
shield
ground
bearers are not
project
all that
available.
dissimilar from their various Advent peers. Their armor is perhaps the most distinctive feature differentiating them.
So this will continue the story, so let's go ahead and do that.
You'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report.
And we'll get a lead. Okay. A facility lead. 1 facility lead has been added to the inventory. Okay, apparently I have to research the facility lead. So we get a lead. We need to go farther. Alright, so this armed to the teeth. Wait, hang on. What do I get? What do I get when I get armed to the teeth? I do know that if we spend a little bit of supplies, we get more later.
Setting course for the West African
So
sector.
we build a relay and then we get more supplies out of...
Commander, that UFO contact has us locked in. We have to take evasive maneuvers.
Okay. So, we may be doomed. Not really. We have prepared for this. This is why we built the turrets. We are good to go. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this part, because we are about to have an intense, and I mean hugely, intense fight on our hands. It's coming in. It's only 728 miles away. It is coming in at 600 miles per hour. It is going to hit us in an hour and 7 minutes. We could be doomed. We don't know what's going to happen. But go ahead and check out my logo in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. That'll take you to where you need to go to subscribe, so you know exactly when the next part's going to come out, so you know what happens next. Go ahead and check out one of the other parts in this playlist of Road to War of the Chosen, or even check out Road to Shadow of War, which is a Shadow of Mordor game through play. Words are lost because I'm in total panic mode. But until next time, guys, you better keep jigging hard.